The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Durand-Arkansaw High School, tonight, boys high school basketball, as the Durand Panthers face Plum City-Elmwood in a Durand-St. Croix matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Panthers, they are 6-1 in the Durand-St. Croix, 12-4 overall after their 68-58 win over Baldwin Woodville. While Plum City-Elmwood 1-7 in the Durand-St. Croix, 5-11 overall after their 71-30 win over Oliva Strum. The last time these two teams met in December, Durand-Arkansaw won that game easily, 69-35. For the Panthers, Parker Olmstead still the leading scorer with 18 points a game. Dane Bates, the leading rebounder with 9 rebounds a game. Lucas Glaus is the leading scorer for the Wolves with 26 points a game. Leading rebounder Logan Oth with 7 rebounds a game. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we'll talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetzky about the win last night over Baldwin Woodville and tonight's game against Plum City-Elmwood. On the way on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to tell you who won where and who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview. Brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Plum City-Elmwood boys basketball game, let's run down scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. In boys hoops last night in a game heard here on WRDN, Durand-Arkansaw defeated Baldwin Woodville 68-58. Meanwhile, Plum City-Elmwood defeated Oliva Strum 71-30. In girls basketball last night, Colfax over River Falls 51-36. Elk Mound defeated Cadott 71-20. Winona Cotter over Lake City 63-53. Mondovi defeats Ellsworth 35-32, and Glenwood City, they defeated Spooner 59-39. High school basketball tonight on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard in the Durand-St. Croix, along with the Durand-Arkansaw Plum City-Elmwood game. Boyceville at Elk Mound. Spring Valley travels to Colfax. Mondovi is hosting Glenwood City. Middle Border Conference tonight, Medford at Altoona. Amory hosting Ellsworth. Prescott is at St. Croix Central. Girls basketball tonight, Osseo Fairchild is at Alma Pepin. That game being held at Alma High School. Cochran Fountain City at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Alma Center Lincoln hosting Whitehall. Blair Taylor at Melrose Mindoro. In the Durand-St. Croix Conference tonight, Plum City-Elmwood at Colfax. Boyceville hosting Chautauqua Weyerhaeuser. Middle Border Conference girls basketball tonight, Baldwin Woodville at Ellsworth. Osceola hosting Amory. Altoona travels to Prescott. St. Croix Central is at Somerset. That's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetzky about the game last night against Baldwin Woodville and tonight's game against Plum City-Elmwood. That's next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Plum City-Elmwood boys basketball game. Joining us right now is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetzky. And Coach, well, last night, again, very nice win at Baldwin-Woodville. Team. One of the things I noticed in that game, we didn't really get in a lot of foul trouble, it seemed like.
No, there really weren't a ton of fouls called, period, on both teams, I don't think. I think both teams played pretty clean. They let a lot of the small stuff go, and that, kind of gets us prepared more for playoff basketball, where they, everybody's playing their best and letting the guys play and win or lose the game. And I felt our guys adjusted to it and played pretty well. It was a fun game. Some guys really, I thought, stepped up for us. Connor Wittig, can't wait till the stats come back to see how many tips and steals he got his hands on. He was just all over the place up front. And then the same with Dane protecting the hoop for us. It'll be interesting to see how many blocks and tips he got. But then we cleaned up the boards pretty well for being, I think, more undersized physically. I thought we did a great job on the boards.
And, we haven't really talked about Connor the last couple of games, but in that Elk Mound game, he was a critical factor. May not have scored the flashy threes, but he was making some rebounds and tips and things like that kind of helped to turn the tide, and kind of the same with Baldwin-Woodville.
Yeah, big time. He gets his hands on things that he might not get credit for the steal, but he gets that tip and it falls into somebody else's lap, and then away we go the other way with it. And he's really been a big impact. That's kind of been his MO, his entire career basketball-wise. He's just got a knack for that, and we kind of joke in practice sometimes. We're like, why were you trying to pass around Connor there? You're not going to get it by him. He's just got a good knack for that, and he's so long. And gets those tips and steals. Just fun guy to have on the team, and getting those, and just the spurts that he can create for us, whether he's scoring it or not. The spurts he gets for us, where we score 6 in a row on somebody, a lot of times it's because of his defense.
And the other part of this is he gets those tips, he can create that activity, but again, he doesn't get fouled, and that's, I can create tips, but I'll be sitting with 4 fouls a minute into the game.
Right. He's pretty smart with, when to reach in or when to go for that steal or not and hold it back. Does a pretty good job with that.
Is that just something learned, or just, were you like that when you played?
Yeah, well, yeah, you want to stay out of foul trouble, right? So,
but being able to do that.
Yeah, like the instinctive that way. We were talking about some of the fun one the other night was, they fumbled it. He was putting pressure on him. It's going towards half court. They're going to get an over and back call, and he gives up on that, knowing that he was going to pass it to the guy up top, and that's where he cut off that pass and got that steal, went in for the layup, and those instincts. And I think he's had those, and then just practicing and putting ourselves in certain situations through practice where he's just developed that more and more and more. But you got to kind of have that instincts to begin with, and then as you get more, play more and more and get yourself in those situations, you start finding those reads where you use that natural instincts, and he's just come, he does it so well.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetzky tonight, taking on Plum City-Elmwood, game number 2. First game, we were pretty dominant. Now, I think his last name is Logan. Boy, that boy, 26 a game. He is their threat, isn't he?
Yep, the Glouse kid. He's a very nice player for them. Has been for quite a while. He's been a dominant player for EPC. And he's definitely a guy that we're going to have to know where he's at all times. And I look at it as teams get better throughout the year, so us beating them early on in the year might not mean much. They're just improving, and we're trying to as well, playing good basketball now. So, we traditionally, if we've beaten them by a little bit the first time, and all of a sudden it's a 10-point game the second time. So our guys got to be ready. Played well last night, so hopefully we don't have that fallback game. We want to make sure we're just keep improving and keep playing our game.
What have you seen in change from that first game to now with the Wolves?
A little bit, just switching up defenses a little bit. They were traditionally all man-to-man to start. They've thrown in a little 2-3 and stuff there, so it'll be interesting if they switch a lot of that on us and try to go back and forth and just see what's working for them. But the first time it was just all man, and maybe that's early on in the year. Maybe they're just trying to get all their man stuff in and figure out where they're at. But yeah, a little bit of switch in their defense, so we'll see what they do.
All right, going to be a good game tonight. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky on the way. Starting lineups tip-off. Durand-Arkansaw, Plum City-Elmwood boys high school basketball coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. DIG is open to all members of the community, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
Your computer is a radio. Log on to realcountry1430.com to listen online. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
And welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School as we are just moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball game against Plum City-Elmwood. And a special welcome to the men and women serving in the military listening to our broadcast on our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. We hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. And thank you to Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center downtown Durand, and Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at PrimeRealtyMidwest.com. They are our streaming audio sponsors. Also, welcome to those of you watching our broadcast on our streaming video service. And that is compliments of the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. So thank the Wisconsin soybean farmers for helping us out with that. And throughout the night, we'll be thanking our high school sports sponsors, the businesses and organizations that bring you tonight's game as well. And again, without the help of these businesses and organizations, it's pretty simple. We wouldn't be here tonight. So please remember these businesses. Send them an email, give them a phone call, visit their business, and tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts tonight. Also, thank you to the Durand-Arkansaw School District. Those of you watching on NTech Channel 99, thank you to the school district for allowing us to be able to have the game on Channel 99 as well. Well, for both these teams, another big Dunn St. Croix Conference matchup. And Panthers going back-to-back on games tonight. And we're going to go down courtside for our national anthem.
We ask that you stand as able. Remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, performed by the Panther Pep Band.
and with tonight's national anthem. All right, let's give you our starting lineups tonight for Elmwood Plum City. The Wolves, they are 1-7 in the Dun St. Croix, 5-11 overall. Coming out will be number 1 sophomore Brewer Link, number 5 senior Lucas Glaus, number 10 senior Dylan Zeilinger, number 13 senior Sean Sagini, and number 10 sophomore, or number 21 rather, sophomore Logan Off. The Wolves in their black uniforms with the white numerals. And now for the Durand-Arkansaw Panthers. They are 6-1 in the Dun St. Croix, 12-4 overall. Coming out will be number 3 senior Parker Olmstead, number 12 sophomore Luke Weber, number 15 senior Connor Wittig, and also number 24 junior Max Anderson, and number 25 senior Dane Bates. Also, congratulations as well to Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. Last night was his 200th win, which I did not know about. But congratulations to Coach Radetsky. He is the 3rd coach in Panther boys basketball to reach the 100 wins club, but he's got 200. So congratulations to Coach Radetsky. The Panthers, they are in their white uniforms with the purple numerals. The Panthers will be going from right to left. The Wolves left to right here in this first half. Thank you to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. 24/7 in West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop and the Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill. They always have the different daily specials. And don't forget about that Friday fish fry, too. That's the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. All right, we're ready to go. Glaus and Bates, and it's going to be controlled by the Panthers. Back to Anderson. Over to Weber. We are underway. Weber across the timeline now for the Panthers, over to Olmstead. Olmstead now to Wittig. Wittig back to Olmstead. Olmstead over to Anderson. Anderson looking for a cutter on the left wing. Now he has to get it to Weber back on the left wing. Anderson to Weber. The Wolves in a zone, looks like a 2-3 zone to Weber now. Weber left wing. Cross-court pass to Olmstead right wing. 3 ball on the way is good. 3-0 Panthers, full court press. Glaus now. He's like, oh, here comes the trap. Bounce pass now over to Oth. Back to Glaus into the corner. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Olmstead. Olmstead quickly back the other way for the Panthers. He stops. 10-foot shot. No good. And Anderson fighting for it. Loose ball. And, wow, I'll tell you what. Nice fighting for it by Logan Oth. Now, it was off a Panther, so it'll stay Wolves ball. Inbounded now to Sagini. And across the timeline we go over to Link now. Link across the timeline here over to the left wing. Back out to center to Glaus. Glaus now over to Zeilinger. Zeilinger on the right wing. He comes back out towards center. Around the horn we go. Glaus now inside to Sagini. Nearly lost the ball. Back out to Glaus. Glaus now to Link. Link top of the key now back to Zeilinger. Zeilinger down to the left corner, or right corner. And gets it off to Oth. Oth goes onto the baseline over to Glaus. 3 ball by Glaus to tie it up at 3. And across the timeline come the Panthers. Weber now. Over to Anderson, left wing. Anderson to Weber. Weber to Wittig. Wittig right wing now. Wittig to Olmstead. Now to Bates. He gets trapped. They have to get it back out to the outside. Now to Anderson, left wing. Over to Weber now on the left wing. To Anderson. To Weber. Kind of playing catch now. Inside to Wittig. Wittig. Ooh, nice pass inside to Bates. Up and in. 5-3 Panthers. Inbounded now to Sagini. Sagini back to Glaus. And across the timeline out off. That's off. Keeps it himself. Gets trapped off. And gets cut off. Anderson comes up with the loose ball. And over to Olmstead. Olmstead across the timeline for the Panthers. Back out to Olmstead. Olmstead now to Weber. Weber left wing. 3 ball shot. No good. And out of bounds. Panther ball. And so now Glaus to inbound it. Inbounds it to Link. Link to Auth, to Glaus on the far side. Not across the timeline. Ooh, almost traveled. And gets it across the timeline to Auth. Back to Glaus now. Glaus trying to direct traffic. Cross-court pass to Link. Link back at center. Bounce pass now over to Zeilinger. Zeilinger over to Link. Inside, now outside, high-low. Here we go. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Bates. And now across the timeline comes Olmsted to Wittick to Olmsted. Olmsted now over to Weber. Weber, cross-court pass to Wittick. Wittick inside to Bates. Shot good, even though it was partially blocked. Bates managed to get it through. And 7-3 Panthers. And Glaus now across the timeline. Glaus now, bounce pass over to Zeilinger. Zeilinger, cross-court pass now to Link on the left wing. Here comes the trap. Now bounce pass inside to Sagini. Back to Link. Over to Glaus. Glaus around the horn we go. Inside now to Sagini. Sagini back out to Glaus. Glaus now over quickly to Link. Link, 3-ball on the way is good. 7-6 now, Panthers. And across the timeline comes Olmsted. Olmsted now to Weber. Weber looking for a cutter. No one there. Has cross-court pass to Wittick. Wittick now to Anderson, right wing. Inside to Bates, kicks it back out to Wittick. Wittick now over to Weber. Weber left wing, he retreats. Now over to Olmsted on the left side to Bates. Bates cross-court pass inside to Anderson. Counted in the foul. Anderson came in from the wing, the right wing. And he was wide open. And so foul's going to be on Sagini, his first. And so going to the line to complete the three-point play is Max Anderson. And free throw on the way is no good. Rebounded by the Wolves. And so that's Glaus on the far side now. Glaus to Link as we get across the timeline. Over to Zeilinger, back towards center. Now to Glaus left side. Over to Zeilinger. And right wing now. Link, 3-ball by Link. We're tied at 9. And Olmsted now will bring it up across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Wittick. Wittick to Olmsted to Weber. Weber now to Anderson on the left wing. Back to Weber. Weber inside pass to Olmsted. Puts up a shot. No good. Whistling a foul. They'll go to the line for 2. And foul's going to be on Auth. Going to the line for 2 now is Olmsted. Thank you to O'Galley Cheese Factory featuring homemade pizza. Oh, just in time for the big game. That's O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Cell Block. Visit the Cell Block for the Friday Fish Fry. Don't forget about their soup and salad bar. Cell Block, downtown Durand. Next free throw, no good. Tipped by Anderson. Loose ball. Olmsted comes up with it. And a 3-ball by Weber. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. High off the glass. Then Wittick comes crashing in. Oh, my word. Connor Wittick crashing in with the putback. 12-9 Panthers. And so now Lanky's in trouble. Stolen. Thievery by Olmsted. Up and in. Parker Olmsted with the theft. And over to Glaus now. 14-9 Panthers. And Glaus across the timeline now for the Wolves. Cross-court pass to Link. Link left corner. He'll drive left baseline. Tries to put up a shot blocked by Bates. Wittick comes up with the loose ball to Weber. Back the other way. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted right wing. Holy cow. Long 3-ball. From Prospect Street. Holy cow. That shot went in nice for Olmsted. Timeout. Wolves. 17-9 Panthers. And thank you to Durand Improvement Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org. Also the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency. Your American Family Insurance agent serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area. American Family Insurance that fits your needs. Ryan's Sports Shop. Ice fishing up, still continuing. And visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. And Riverside Plaza, now open for all of your car care needs. Your Napa Car Care Center, Riverside Plaza, located at Durand, Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. And now back underway. Glaus to Auth across the timeline now. Over to McDonough. McDonough, 3-ball. And it makes it 17-12 now, Panthers, as Olmsted across the timeline for the Panthers. And over to Anderson, left wing, to Bates. Bates kicks it back out to Weber. Weber's like, nah, I won't take the three. Over to Wittick now. Back inside to Bates. Bates inside to Weber now, but loses the ball. And coming up with it is Glaus. Glaus now in the right corner. Ball nearly intercepted by Anderson, but it goes out of bounds. It'll be Wolves' ball. Weisenbeck coming in. Brydon coming in. Anderson comes out. And Weber comes out. All right. Inbounding it in the far right corner is Glaus. And Glaus to inbound it now. Inbounds it to Sagini. Sagini, right wing. Back out to McDonough. McDonough now over to Auth. Auth back to McDonough. Back at center. And that's Zeilinger now. Zeilinger loses the ball. But Glaus comes back up with it. And Glaus now, left baseline, kicks it back outside a little bit, over to Auth, who was sitting there waiting in the lane. And up and in, 17-14 Panthers. And over to Brydon, to Olmsted. Olmsted now back to Wittick, who nearly lost it, but back to Brydon on the right side, on the far side, right wing now. Over to Olmsted. He's going to put up a three ball off, no good, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Bates, whistling a foul. Blacks, it's going to be on Sagini, his second, and then going to the line for two is Bates. And thank you to Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer. Highway 25 Durand. They also do small engine repair. Better get that lawnmower ready. Spring is just around the corner. First free throw, no good. Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service Durand, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repair. Call Chris at 672-8224. Next free throw on the way by Bates is good. So he makes the second one to make it 18-14 Panthers. Inbounded to Glaus now. And Glaus nearly lost the ball as it's knocked out of bounds by Olmsted. It'll stay Wolves' ball. And so Glaus to inbound it on the far side. Uh-oh. And it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Some miscommunication back to the Panthers. And so Wittick to inbound it right in front of us. And he'll inbound it to Olmsted. Olmsted now across the timeline to Wittick. Wittick left wing looking for Bates inside. Back to Brydon. Brydon to Bates to Brydon left wing. Back to Wittick, top of the key. Cross-court pass now onto the right wing over to Olmsted now. Back to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Brydon. Brydon fakes the three. And now bounce pass over to Wittick in the left corner. Bounce pass now to Bates. Bates inside pass to Weisenbeck, blocked by Glaus, who was basically sitting at the post saying, I don't think so. And so Weisenbeck to inbound it. And Weisenbeck now over to Wittick. Wittick left corner now over to Brydon. Back to Wittick left corner. Cross-court pass to Olmsted on the right wing to Bates at the top of the key. Back to Olmsted. Olmsted to Wittick. Wittick now to Brydon on the left wing. Wittick looking for someone inside. No one there. Back to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Olmsted. Olmsted now right wing to Weisenbeck to Brydon. Brydon now to Wittick. Wittick. They're staying on the outside, but staying patient. Over to Weisenbeck now. Weisenbeck right wing. Squares up. Three ball on the way. Oh! Billy Weisenbeck with the three ball. 21-14 Panthers. Full court Panther press now. And inbounded to Auth. Auth, and we get a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Weisenbeck. I think with the reach. So we're going to try all that again. All right. And Auth to inbound it now to our left. And it's going to be the bomb. Oh, and it's caught and count it, and the foul as Auth catches the bomb and gets the foul as well. Foul is going to be, I think, on Weisenbeck. And so going for the three-point play is Logan Auth. And free throw on the way is good. And so it makes it 21-17 Panthers. 9:33 remaining in the first half as Olmsted across the timeline. Now over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Wittick, right wing. To Weisenbeck, to Breidung. Breidung left wing fakes the three. Now to Olmsted on the left wing. Inside to Bates. Bates puts it on the ground, then puts up the shot. No good, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by the Wolves. That is Beekle. And Beekle now across the timeline. That's Braden Beekle. Over to Auth. Auth on the right wing. Tries to drive inside. Kicks it back out over to the left wing now. That is Rudd. Rudd cross-court pass to McDonough. McDonough now back over to Auth. Auth tries to drive in. Can't do it. Looking for a cutter. No one there. Has to get it over to McDonough on the right wing. Three ball on the way from the right corner from Glaus. And it's 21-20 now. Panthers cross the timeline now over to Wittick. Wittick now over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck right wing. Weisenbeck, cross-court pass to Breidung. This time he'll take the three. Shot no good. Tipped out. And it'll be tipped out by Weisenbeck. Back to Breidung to Weisenbeck. Left wing. Three ball. Shot no good. Tipped out by Bates, but coming up with a loose ball in the Wolves. That is Beekle. Beekle now over to Glaus. Glaus across the timeline. Three ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Bates. Bates to Olmsted. Olmsted back across the timeline. Panthers lead 21-20. 8:05 remaining in the first. Over to Wittick now. Wittick right wing to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Breidung. Breidung over to Olmsted. Cross-court pass to Wittick. Wittick will try to drive inside. Can't do it to Olmsted. Left wing. Three ball on the way. Shot no good. Tip, 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 tip. And coming up with it is the Wolves. Beekle comes up with it and gets it over to Glaus. And across the timeline we go. Glaus now comes down to the right wing. He's going to keep it himself. Dishes it back outside. Oh, he was trying to find inside Beekle. He couldn't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds. Panther ball. Link comes in now for McDonough for the Wolves. For the Panthers. Let's see here. Do we have a time? Oh, we have a timeout. Timeout. Durand-Arkansaw. 21-20, 7:34 remaining here in the first half. And thank you to Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, part of Gunderson Tri-County Hospital and Clinics. Also, the Goodrich Funeral Home serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning services online at goodrichfh.com. Elsivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. Also, SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street in Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank all of our businesses. And again, those of you watching on NTech Channel 99 as well, please remember to say thank you to the Durand-Arkansaw School District as well, as they allow us to put the game on Channel 99 when we're here. So please tell them thank you for allowing us to do that. And we also get to do some of those road games as well if there's not a home game going on. All right, timeout is done. Panther ball inbounded to Olmsted. Across the timeline is Olmsted now to Breidung. Breidung to Olmsted. Olmsted now over to Weber, who's back in. Hot pass inside to Anderson. He barely can hang on. It gets tipped back out to Weber. And now to Weisenbeck in the right corner. It's one of those fastballs from Weber. And back over to Weisenbeck, right corner now. To Weber, to Olmsted at center. To Breidung on the left wing, inside to Weisenbeck. Kicks it back out to Weber. Weber right wing now, tries to drive inside. Over to Breidung, left wing. Bounce pass to Anderson, 10-foot shot. Short, no good, gets his own rebound. And crashes the glass, stolen. Stolen by Glaus on the interception. Glaus across the timeline now for the Wolves. Panthers up by 1. Over to Beekle. Beekle now. Inside pass, driving the lane. They kick it back out to the corner to Rudd. Over to Auth now. Auth top of the key. Was looking for Glaus trying to go down the lane, but he wasn't open. Out to a Link now, right wing. They kick it back out, high-low. Here we go. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Over to Olmsted now. Olmsted across the timeline. And across the timeline we go. Over to Breidung. Breidung now over to Weber. Weber top of the key now. And over to Olmsted now, back at center, really on the far side. Over to Breidung. Breidung top of the key. Over to the left wing to Weisenbeck. To Breidung. Breidung. He's going to drive in from the top of the key. Stop. Shot off the glass. Good. So Brydung with the shot makes it 23-20 Panthers. Inbounded to Klaus now. 5:57 remaining. Bounce pass across the timeline to Beagle. Beagle keeps it himself, and it's going to be out of bounds as Weisenbeck was there, and it wasn't going to be a block, and he managed to create enough problems. Ball goes out of bounds, and it goes off of the Wolves. It'll be Panther ball. Wittig to inbound it to our right. So inbounded to Weber. 5:49 remaining in the first half. 23-20 Panthers. And over to Brydung now. Left wing to Weber. At center to Wittig on the right wing. Back to Anderson, right corner. Cross-court pass to Brydung. Back to Anderson. Or to Bates, that was, rather. Now to Brydung over on the left wing. Looking for a cutter inside, but no one really there. As Weber now is like, well, okay, we'll go to Brydung on the left wing. He'll square up. 3-ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates falls, but gets it to Anderson on the right wing. No travel. Weber, long 3-ball. Shots good. Holy cow. Luke Weber from the parking lot, it seemed like. Wow. And makes it 26-20 now. Across the timeline come the Wolves. And inside to Klaus. Drives into the lane from the right wing. Counted in the foul. Foul will be on number 24, Max Anderson. So Klaus to try to complete the three-point play. 4:55 remaining in the half. 26. And shot no good. And so it's 26-22. And across the timeline now comes Weber. Weber over to Wittig. Wittig now to Anderson, right wing. Back to Wittig on the far side. Now to Brydung here on the left wing. Brydung to Weber. Weber on the left. Now to Brydung. Top of the key. Fakes the three. Weber left wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out. No good. Rebounded by Link. Link to Klaus. Klaus quickly across the timeline for the Wolves. Cross-court pass now. 3-ball on the way from Link. Shot short, no good. It'll go out of bounds. Panther ball. And so it'll be Panther ball. So inbounded now to Weber. And Weber will bring it up across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Wittig, left wing, inside to Bates. Bates gets trapped, though. He's got to kick it back out. Intercepted. Intercepted by Zeilinger to Klaus. Klaus back the other way quickly. Puts up a circus shot. No good. Rebounded by Weber. Weber to Brydung. Brydung, stop. Kicks it back out to Anderson. Coming down the lane. Up and in. Anderson was following. And he was open. Up and in. 28-22 Panthers. And inbounded now to Zeilinger. Zeilinger now will come across the timeline. Bounce pass now over to Sagini. Sagini now into the corner. 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Oth. Oth now from the free throw line. Passes it back out to Zeilinger. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on the Panthers. Foul's going to be on Brydung. And so coming back in, Olmsted comes in now for Anderson. So on the far side will be Klaus coming in for the Wolves. Rudd comes in as Oth takes the seat. So they'll inbound it on the far side. That's Oth. Oth to inbound it. Looking, and he'll go back out to Zeilinger, who'll have to come back across the timeline. And over to Link now as we get across the timeline. Inside pass, they have to kick it back out. Link now over to Sagini. Sagini now pass nearly intercepted, but Zeilinger comes up with it on the right wing. Escapes the steal and the trap. Loose ball coming up with it is Wittig. Wittig back the other way. Wittig up and over, lays it. Brydung with the putback, whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on number 10, Zeilinger. And so going to the line for two is Brydung. And thank you to Advent Health Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health Durand. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. First free throw is good. Sunstrom & Company, it's tax time. Call Sunstrom & Company for your appointment today, 672-4425. And so second free throw on the way by Brydung is no good. Rims out. And tip. And coming up with it is the Wolves. And quickly back the other way come the Wolves across the timeline to Zeilinger. Zeilinger now. Back towards center. To the right wing now to Rudd. Rudd now over to Sagini. Sagini on the right, or on the left side. Comes out to the wing, now to the top of the key to Link. Link now over to Glaus. Glaus right wing. 3-ball shot, no good. Loose ball coming up with it is Link. Link back to Sagini, top of the key. Looking for Glaus inside. Intercepted by Olmstead. Olmstead lets everybody go by. Stop in the lane. Shot, no good. Off the back of the rim. Tipped out to Brydung. Brydung in the lane. Puts up a tough shot. Hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Bates. Puts up a shot. Gets the shooter's roll. And so inbounded to Glaus now. 31-22. Panthers. And across the timeline now to Sagini. Sagini back to Rudd. Drive in the lane. Stop. Shot. No good. Short. Rebounded by Weber. Weber now comes across the timeline. Weber now over to Brydung. Brydung now to Bates. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Sagini, his third. Coming in for the Wolves now will be McDonough and also Auth. Sagini and Rudd take a seat. So inbounding it to our left now is Brydung. Brydung looking out to Weber. Weber on the left wing over to Brydung, left corner. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good on the 3 by Brydung. 34-22 now. Panthers inbounded to Link. And Link now gets across the timeline. Over to Auth. Auth on the right wing. Auth now. He's going to drive in. He gets trapped. Whistle and a travel. And so now inbounding it will be Weber. Weber now to Olmstead. Minute 29 remaining in the half. Coming up, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show. Over to Weber. Weber now. Down to the top of the key over to Wittig. Wittig on the right side to Olmstead, right wing. To Wittig. Wittig now looking inside to Weber. Weber gets cut off into the corner out to Olmstead, right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by Brydung. Brydung puts up the shot hard off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Glaus. He loses the ball back the other way. Brydung comes up with it. As Brydung gets the loose ball, and it's an easy shot. Now another bomb back the other way. Over to Link. Link, 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Brydung. Over to Wittig. Wittig across the timeline. Wittig, stop. Here comes the trap. Loose ball. Still a loose ball. Scrum for it. It's a rugby match. Coming up with it is Glaus. And Glaus across the timeline now for the Wolves. Down to 30 seconds. Glaus does a spin move. Stop. Turnaround shot. No good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates to Olmstead. 22 seconds remaining. Over to Brydung, right wing. He'll stop. Nope. Cross court pass to Weber. Weber, 3-ball on the way from the left. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Loose ball coming up with it. Olmstead. He's got it with 11 seconds remaining to Brydung. Brydung on the right wing. 8 seconds remaining. He's going to drive inside. Dishes it to the left corner. Wittig, 3-ball shot. No good. Whistle. Foul. He'll go to the line for 3. Foul is going to be on Glaus. 2.4 seconds remaining. Thank you to Sunstrom, or thank you to Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They'll also serve other brand appliances as well. That's Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. First free throw, no good. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. And the Summer Fitness and Tanning, with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. Also, the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Second free throw is good. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. Third free throw on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Wolves.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. Robert F. Kennedy is a step closer to becoming Health and Human Services Secretary. A straight party line vote by the Senate Finance Committee sent his nomination to the full Senate.
Last week, Louisiana Republican Senator and doctor Bill Cassidy said he was struggling with RFK Jr.'s bid. Cassidy took to the Senate floor to explain his support for the nominee.
Mr. Kennedy and the administration reached out seeking to reassure me regarding their commitment to protecting the public health benefit of vaccination.
Cassidy said he's been assured Kennedy will consult with him as Kennedy staffs the Department of Health and Human Services. Stephen Portnoy, ABC News, Washington.
On another party line vote, the Senate Intelligence Committee advanced Tulsi Gabbard's nomination as Director of National Intelligence to the full Senate. The Senate itself voted 77-23 to confirm Iraq veteran and former Congressman Doug Collins as Secretary of Veterans Affairs. This is ABC News.
At Macy's, we're so ready for Valentine's Day. While it might feel like it's still a ways off, it's actually next Friday. Fortunately, that's just enough time for you to find the perfect gifts from our Valentine's Day gift guide. How about a hobo-style handbag from Coach, a 3-piece gift set from Lancome, Estee Lauder, or Clinique, a watch from Michael Kors, or diamonds and more diamonds. Whatever your love loves, come into Macy's and find the perfect gift for your Valentine before next Friday sneaks up on you like Cupid with a little bow and arrow.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time and switch to the expensive shampoo with amino acids. Sure, you don't know what those are or why you need them, but it sounds very impressive. And if you switch and save hundreds, you can massage it into your scalp every day. Now, if only you can get people to lean toward your head to smell those aminos. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time. For shampoo, Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Attention all egg producers. It's the 2025 Chippewa Valley Egg Conference Thursday, February 20th from 9 to 3:30 at Florian Gardens, Eau Claire. This full-day event presented by Security Financial Bank features a keynote address by egg strategist Doug Johnson, breakout sessions on tax planning, dairy market updates, and more, plus a panel discussion on modern egg challenges and opportunities. Registration is $30 and includes lunch. Register by February 13th. Visit sfbank.com for registration information. SFB, member FDIC.
Opening night of the Super Bowl is in the books in New Orleans. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Former Badger linebacker Leo Chenal to the Chiefs on why he's confident this year's Chiefs roster is even better than previous years.
I think we've retained a lot of guys, from the past 2 years. Like my class especially, we got a bunch of great dudes that are playing a lot of good ball right now. So I think it's a lot of guys. Coach Speg's system, it's not a simple system. So it's the years that are kind of setting in, and guys are finally getting it and understanding it and running with it.
College basketball, Badgers back home tonight playing host to the Indiana Hoosiers in Big Ten action. That's an 8 p.m. tip on Peacock. Marquette Golden Eagles return to action on the road tonight. They'll square off against Big East leading St. John's in New York. That one tips at 5:30 on FS1. The Bucks fell to the Oklahoma City Thunder 125-96 last night, playing without their top 4 players. On the second of back-to-backs, they're at Charlotte on Wednesday. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown Auto Owners Insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
Rudd, the Iron Man of his generation. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
This July, the roar of the engines returns to Chicago.
The race leader, Alex Bowman, is on South Columbus.
NASCAR returns to race the streets of Chicago this July 5th and 6th. Visit NASCARChicago.com for tickets and experiences. This July, NASCAR returns to the streets of Chicago.
Coming back to East Roosevelt, headed back on to South Columbus.
Everyone's a winner at NASCAR Racing in Chicago this July 5th and 6th. Visit NASCARChicago.com for tickets and experiences.
For 3 decades, Racing Electronics has been the #1 choice for scanners, headsets, and all race day communications needs. Racing Electronics provides the ultimate fan experience for the ultimate NASCAR fan. Hear uncensored communication from every team in the race with a scanner from Racing Electronics, or tune into the MRN radio broadcast. To learn more, visit RacingElectronics.com today. Be race ready, be RE equipped.
Ricky Rudd will be honored Friday night as part of the 15th NASCAR Hall of Fame class of inductees. Known as the Iron Man, Rudd made 788 consecutive starts in the NASCAR Cup Series, winning 23 times. Hall of Fame executive director and former MRN pit reporter Winston Kelly shared that the Rooster was a confident competitor.
Everybody respected him, but he instilled fear in them because he didn't back down from Earnhardt. He didn't back down from Rusty, from Kevin Harvick, from Jeff Gordon, any of them. You know, if you pushed him around, he was going to push back. So he was incredibly tough for 25 consecutive years. He never missed a race.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
For the latest news and issues affecting agriculture, join me, Chip Flory, with AgriTalk weekdays at 1 on Real Country, 1430 WRDN.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School. Panthers leading 37-22 at halftime. From the JV game earlier tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game by a score of 68-22. On the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, games that we are following, Ellsworth is at Amory tonight, Somerset at St. Croix Central, Prescott at St. Croix Central as well for boys. We have Glenwood City at Mondovi tonight. Lake City and Byron are meeting in boys and girls basketball as well. Just a few of the scores that we're following on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. And you can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Again, we are at halftime, and the Panthers leading by a score of 37-22. And again, from the JV game, Durand-Arkansaw won that game earlier tonight, 68-22. We have second half action coming up. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball here on WRDN.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Turn your smartphone into a radio. Download the free Android app at realcountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School as we get ready for the second half. And in the second half, Wolves will be going from right to left. The Panthers left to right here in the second half. And the Wolves will get the ball to start. So we're underway. Zeilinger will bring it across the timeline for the Wolves. Zeilinger now over to Auth. Auth now to Glaus. Glaus drives the lane, kicks it back out to Sagini. Over to Auth now. He'll drive into the lane, puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates to Weber. Weber quickly back the other way. To Anderson now. Anderson over to Olmsted. Olmsted's like, oh, they're going to play that zone again. Anderson to Olmsted. Olmsted tries to work off the screen, comes down to the right wing. Now over to Weber. Cross-court pass to Anderson. Left wing fakes the three to Olmsted. Olmsted inside to Wittig. Wittig drives the lane, puts up the tough shot. Up and in. Well, once Wittig got the ball, he just went right to the post. And up and in. 39-22 Panthers. Inbounded to Glaus now. And Glaus across the timeline now. Over to Auth. Auth now out to Zeilinger. Zeilinger at center. Now inside to Link. Drives inside. Up and in. Oh, nice drive there by Link to get right into the lane. Got the pass. Up and in. 39-24 Panthers. Over to Olmsted now. Will come across the timeline. Over to Anderson. Anderson on the left wing. Back to Olmsted. Whoa, here we go from Prospect Street. Shot no good on the three ball. And back to Link now. And across the timeline is Glaus. Glaus now kicks it back out to Link. Link, top of the key now, has to dish it off to Zeilinger on the far side. Zeilinger now comes to the top of the key to Sagini. Sagini over to Link, left corner. It comes out to the wing now. Now to the top of the key, over to Auth. Auth right wing to Sagini. He'll drive into the lane. Shot blocked by Bates. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay Wolves' ball. Glaus to inbound it to our left. 39-24 Panthers. And inside to Sagini right away. Shot put up. No good. Rebounded by Anderson to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline now. Over to Wittig. Wittig to Anderson to Olmsted. Olmsted on the far side. Olmsted now comes back towards center to Anderson. Again, 2-3 zone by the Wolves. Back to Olmsted now. Olmsted works off the screen to Weber. Weber, though, over to the right wing. Weber and Olmsted switch positions now. Over to Olmsted inside to Bates. Here comes the trap. Kicks it back out to Olmsted to Weber. Top of the key. Three ball on the way. Shot short. No good. Loose ball. Anderson comes up with it. Gets it back out to Olmsted. Olmsted to Weber. Weber drives into the lane. Nope. To Anderson. Anderson. Left baseline. Shot no good. Rebounded by Sagini. Over to Glaus. Glaus bomb back the other way to Link. Link up and in. And inbounded to Olmsted now. 39-26 Panthers. Olmsted will come across the timeline. And Olmsted now inside to Bates. Bates, turnaround shot in the lane. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Coming up with it is Zeilinger. Zeilinger on the far side now. He'll come across the timeline. Down to Glaus on the left wing. Glaus, he's going to try and drive inside from the left corner. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson to Olmsted. Olmsted now will come across the timeline for the Panthers. Olmsted now across the timeline to the top of the key now to Wittig. Wittig on the right wing. Over to Olmsted right corner. Cross-court pass to Weber. Weber now on the left wing. He retreats back towards center. Now he comes down to the left wing over to Wittig at center. To Olmsted on the right wing. Olmsted looking for a cutter. Really no one's there. Cross-court pass to Weber now. Back and forth we go. And now back to Wittig on the right wing. To Olmsted at center. To Weber. Weber now back to Wittig. Wittig right wing. Three ball shot short. No good. Rebounded by Olmsted. Olmsted now comes back out. Cross-court pass to Weber. And Weber back towards center now. Over to Anderson. Anderson on the left side. Inside to Bates. Bates up and in. Bates was driving that right left baseline rather. Up and in. 41-26 Panthers. Full court Panther press this time. Inbounded now to Link. Link across the timeline. Over to Sagini now. Sagini passes it off to Zeilinger. Back to Glaus. Glaus on the right wing. Glaus is going to drive inside. Stop. Puts up the shot. Up and in. Oh, what a nice drive from the wing to the post by Glaus. 41-28 now, Panthers. And across the timeline comes Zeilinger. Zeilinger now over to Weber. Weber over to Olmsted in the right corner. Back to Weber. Weber on the right side here. Inside to Bates. Bates, though, can't put up the shot. Whistle foul on Glaus. I think Glaus was going for the ball and reached in. Yep. And so they'll inbound it to our right. And Wittig to inbound it. Wittig looking, and a bounce pass to Olmsted. Olmsted to Anderson now, left wing. Back over to Weber on the right wing. Cross-court pass to Olmsted. Olmsted now dishes it off into Bates. Bates overlays it, gets his own rebound, though. Puts it up, shot no good. Rebounded by the Wolves. And quickly back the other way to Link. Link puts it up and no good, overlays it. And he gets his own rebound, intercepted by Wittig. Wittig back the other way. Wittig now to Weber. Weber to Olmsted. Olmsted fakes the three. Over to Weber now. Back to Olmsted. Olmsted on the right wing, looking for a cutter inside, and he finds Anderson. Anderson gets it to, too high pass to Bates. Goes off the glass. Glaus back the other way now. Glaus, stop, whistle, and a foul. Foul's going to be on Olmsted. His first. And coming in now is McDonough. And so inbounding it will be Glaus. Glaus will inbound it to our left. 41-28 Panthers. Inbounds it quickly to McDonough. And it's stolen by Bates. Back the other way we go. Up and in. Bates has 11. And on the far side is Glaus. Glaus tries to throw it off of Olmsted. Instead, Wittig comes up with it. Whistle and a foul on Glaus. And going to the line will be Olmsted. Thank you to Jerry Bear & Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabeth Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. Chen Fitz-Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. First free throw good. Bowerbilt Tire and Service. Let Bowerbilt take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call at 672-8300 or visit them online at bowerbilt.com. Anderson comes out. Brydon comes in. Again, first free throw by Olmsted, good. 44-28 Panthers. 12:16 remaining in the game. Next free throw on the way, no good. And Bates tips it, but can't come up with it. And the Wolves come up with it instead. Glaus will bring it across the timeline. And across the timeline now, over to Oth. Oth on the right wing. Top of the key now, that's Beagle. Beagle back to Zeilinger. Zeilinger now over to McDonough. McDonough back to Oth. Long two. Shot no good. Crashing the glass, though, was Beagle. Gets it back out to McDonough on the left wing. And now Glaus from way downtown. Shot no good. And back the other way comes Weber. Weber for the Panthers now over to Brydon. Three ball from the right corner. Shot short, no good. Loose ball. It's going to be off the Wolves. Timeouts. Durand-Arkansaw with 11:36 remaining, and Panthers leading 44-28. Thank you to the Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom for Valentine's Day. Also, ladies, the Galentine's event coming up. I knew I was going to say that wrong. Coming up at the Cottage and three other businesses in downtown Durand. That's going to be on February 13th. From 4 until 7. Ladies, it's a night to get pampered and a whole lot more. And we're going to have more on that here coming up later this week. But you can also call the Cottage for more information on that. The JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand, with car restoration and collision repair. Call the JKO Auto Body Shop at Madison Street, downtown Durand. And Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Download the app for additional savings. Visit shopfreshmarkets.com for more information. All right, timeout is done. And inbounded to Olmsted. Olmsted now will come back across the timeline for the Panthers. Leading 44-28. Over to Brydon. Brydon right wing inside to Wittig. Wittig drives into the lane, puts up the shot, lays it up and in. So inbounded now to McDonough. 46-28 Panthers. And across the timeline comes McDonough on the far side. Top of the key now is Oth. Oth Looking for Klaus. Nope. Passes it off to Zeilinger instead. Left wing. 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline now. Olmsted squares up. 3-ball on the way. Count it and the foul. Foul's going to be on number 10. It's going to be on Zeilinger. And so going for the rare 4-point play is Olmsted. And free throw on the way is good. It's a rare 4-point play. 50-28 Panthers. And inbounded now to McDonough. McDonough across the timeline now for the Wolves. Over to Zeilinger, left or right wing rather. Around the horn we go over to Beagle. Beagle on the left wing and Klaus inside at the free throw line. Passes it though into Auth. Auth has to kick it back out. Zeilinger, 3-ball shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Breidung. Over to Weber. Weber now across the timeline on the far side. And gets it over to Olmsted. Olmsted comes down to the top of the key inside to Bates. Bates up and underlays it. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up again. Overlays it. Tip. He gets a rebound again. Count it and the foul. Foul's going to be on Auth. Going for the 3-point play now is Bates. Isaac Sabelko coming in now for Weber. And number 33, Kelly Rudd coming back in. Or Cale Rudd, rather. So going for the 3-point play is Bates. Free throw on the way is good. He makes the 3-point play. Weisenbeck comes in. Bates comes out. Panthers lead 53-28. 10:23 remaining. And here comes the bomb back the other way. And up and in by Logan Auth. Inbounded to Olmsted. And Olmsted now across the timeline. And Olmsted now looking for Cutter. No one there. Over to Breidung now. Breidung comes over to the top of the key. Cross-court pass to Weisenbeck. Left wing. Out to Olmsted now. Olmsted back towards center. Comes down to the top of the key. Squares up. 3-ball on the way. Parker Olmsted with the 3. Glaus now. Here comes another bomb. And it's caught, but the shot can't be put off by Beagle. Beagle's trapped. And he dribbles his way out of it. And to the top of the key now is Auth. Auth, he'll try to drive inside. 56-30 Panthers. Auth kicks it back out now to Rudd. Rudd on the left wing, now to the left side. And that is Beagle. Or check that off. That's Logan Auth. He'll try to drive inside. Can't do it. Has to kick it back out now to Glaus. Glaus, 3-ball shot, no good. And rebounded by Breidung. Breidung across the timeline for the Wolves. And it kicks it back out to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck right corner. Cross-court pass now to Sabelko. Sabelko, top of the key. Hesitates, drives in, splits 2 defenders. Up and in. Oh, Isaac Sabelko, a little hesitation. And then drive to the post. 58-30 now, Panthers. Glaus now across the timeline quickly. He comes into the lane, puts up the shot, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Sabelko. Sabelko to Olmsted. Olmsted gets across the timeline, gets through the trap, squares up. 3-ball, shots good. Holy cow from the parking lot. Timeout, Plum City-Elmwood. Wow, 61-30 now. Panthers lead with 8:43 remaining. And thank you to Numbers R Us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Rhonda bonded and insured. Find out how Rhonda can help protect your family, save you money on fees, and protect you from fraud as a daily money manager. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 or visit her online at numbersrus.com. Durand Smokehouse with a hog sale going on right now. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast here on WRDN. Again, without their help, pretty simple, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. And so the timeout's done. Panthers on a bit of a run here in this second half now, 61-30. And so the Wolves coming back out. Glaus to inbound it. And Klaus inbounds it now to Rudd. Back to Klaus. Klaus across the timeline now for the Panthers, and he throws it out of bounds. Pass intended, I think, for McDonough. McDonough went inside. The pass went outside. Panther ball. So inbounded to Olmsted. And across the timeline now. And over to Olmsted now. Olmsted, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And rebounded by Breidung. Breidung now over to Sabelko. Sabelko top of the key. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted now looking for a cutter. No one there. Back to Sabelko. Sabelko top of the key. Over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck now looking for a cutter. Can't find one. Has to kick it back out now over to Olmsted. Olmsted works off the screen, whistling a foul. And the foul is going to be on. Foul will be on Plum City. And so now inbounded to Sabelko. Sabelko tries to drive inside. And he has to kick it back out to Wittig. Wittig back to Sabelko on the left wing. Sabelko over to Breidung now. 7:40 remaining. Breidung at the top of the key now over to Sabelko left wing. Now over to Weisenbeck from the free throw line. Shot put up and in. And so now Klaus comes across the timeline. 63-30 Panthers. Over to Sagini. Sagini now back to McDonough. McDonough on the right wing. Over to Sagini, top of the key now. Over to Klaus on the left wing. Klaus, he's going to try and drive in. He's into the lane. Stop, shot off the glass, count it, and the foul. Or a foul, rather, so he'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Breidung. Thank you to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. Also 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit WWT.coop. Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget always about the Friday Fish Fry 2. Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. First free throw by Klaus is good. Coming in for the Panthers, Dylan Berger. As Breidung takes a seat. Next free throw on the way is good by Klaus. He makes them both. And so across the timeline now. Over to Berger. Inside pass to Weisenbeck now. Weisenbeck will drive inside. Pass is whistle and going to call a jump ball. It'll stay Panther ball. So 63-32, Panthers lead. And inbounded to Berger. Berger's pass back to Kraleski, but he can't hang on to it, and the Wolves come up with it. Over to Link now. Link across the timeline. For the Wolves, over to Klaus now. Klaus on the right side. He's going to try and drive right baseline. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Anderson. And so Klaus to inbound it to our left. Listening to Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRD and Durand. And Brian Winnekins with you from Durand High School. Over to Link now. Link back over to Klaus. Klaus gets cut off by Anderson, but puts up a shot. And it's going to be off of number 21, Logan Oth, they're going to say. So it goes back to the Panthers. And inbounded now to Berger. That's Dylan Berger. Berger across the timeline now. Over to Kraleski. Kraleski on the right wing. Pass intercepted. Nope, and coming back up with it, though, is Isaac Sabelko. Whistle foul. Foul's going to be on number 15, McDonough. So Weisenbeck to inbound it on the far side. And inbounded now to Kraleski. Kraleski across the timeline for the Panthers. To Sabelko. Sabelko right wing. Sabelko works off the screen now from the free throw line. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. He looking for his own rebound. Nope, Klaus comes up with the loose ball. And he'll keep it. Stop, shot, good as he takes it coast to coast. And across the timeline now come the Panthers. And that is Kraleski now. Kraleski at the free throw line. Back to Weisenbeck, left wing. Inside to Anderson. Anderson in the lane, partially blocked. Nope, they're going to call a foul on Klaus. That'll be his fourth. 63-24, Panthers lead, 5:36 remaining. Thank you to O'Galley Cheese Factory, cheese and meat trays for that big game get-together coming up this weekend. That's O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand. First free throw good. Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. And the Cell Block. Visit the Cell Block with that soup and salad bar daily. And also daily specials, too, from the Cell Block. Downtown Durand. Anderson makes both. And he'll come out, and Aiken Fuentes comes in for the Panthers as the starters are done tonight, leading 65-34. Klaus will come across the timeline now for the Wolves. 5:29 remaining. Outside now to Klaus. Klaus has to pass it back to Oth in the left corner. Oth, he'll drive left baseline, loses the ball. Coming up with it is the Panthers. That's Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline to Fuentes. Fuentes now cross-court pass to Kraleski, top of the key. Bounce pass to Weisenbeck on the right wing. Looking for a cutter. Nope, he's going to have Fuentes driving in. Overlays it, gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it back out now to Berger. Berger over to Kraleski. Tries to drive inside. Back out to Berger on the right wing, or left wing, rather, to Weisenbeck, top of the key. He'll drive into the lane. Nope. Back outside to the wing to Berger. Berger will drive in from the left wing. He gets cut off. Bounce pass to Weisenbeck, who retreats back towards center. Let's reset. Weisenbeck, top of the key. Over to Berger now. Berger to Fuentes. Fuentes, top of the key now. Passes it off to Sabelko. Sabelko now fakes right, goes left, tries to drive in from the wing. Can't do it to Weisenbeck, top of the key. He'll get cut off, and he gets it off to Berger. Berger back at center, down to 4:20. Berger drives in, stop, fakes, shot, and no good. Rebounded by Link. Link across the timeline now for the Wolves. Again, Panthers lead 65-34. Inside now to Oth. Oth kicks it back out now to Zeilinger. Zeilinger to Klaus. Klaus left wing. Bounce pass inside, loose ball, but coming up with it is Zeilinger. Puts up the three-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Sabelko. Sabelko pushes it up court, across the timeline, keeps it himself, up and over, lays it. Rebounded by Kraleski, whistling a foul. Foul will be on Link. And going to the line for two is Kraleski. And thank you to 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telcom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Visit WWT.coop. And now some of the other substitutes for the Wolves coming in as well. Also, Durand Improvement Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org. Free throw on the way. No good. Rebounded by Fuentes. Cross-court pass down to Sabelko. And Sabelko now. Cross-court pass back to the far side to Berger. Berger. Inside now to Pickler. Pickler, turnaround shot off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Oth. And Oth across the timeline now over to Beekle. Beekle on the right wing. Top of the key. Three-ball shot, no good. Tip out of bounds. And it'll be Wolves ball. Coming up, we have our Bowerville Panther postgame show. Hope to talk with Coach Radetsky. We'll tell you about our next broadcast as well and try and get some scores as well with the Bowerville Panther postgame show. Inbounded to Oth. Oth puts up a shot, no good. And Pickler with the rebound. And back the other way now is Kraleski. Kraleski over to Fuentes. Fuentes, top of the key. Around the horn we go now. And bounce pass over to Pickler. Pickler. Cross-court pass over to Sabelko. Sabelko now. Looking for a cutter. Nope. Over to Pickler. Pickler right wing. Pickler now. Cross-court pass over to Berger. Dylan Berger will try to drive inside. He stopped, gets it cut off. Has to get it to Sabelko, top of the key. He'll drive inside, puts up a circus shot, no good. Pickler with the rebound, though. Underneath, head fake, turnaround shot, off the glass, gets the shooter's roll. And quickly back the other way now. And a shot put up, whistle, foul. 2:19 remaining. Foul will be on number 21. That's going to be on Fuentes. Going to the line for 2, I think, is Logan Oth. Thank you to Amplify Health by Gunderson Mondovi Clinic, part of Gunderson Tri-County Hospitals and Clinics. Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, Durand, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or repairs. Call Chris at 672-8224. Also, Durand-Napa Farmers. Visit Durand-Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and all the parts you need to keep your equipment running on the farm. That's Durand-Napa, downtown Durand. Second free throw was good. Inside pass now as stolen. Intercepted by Oth. Oth will get it over to McDonough. And across the timeline is McDonough. 67-35 Panthers. And they kick it back to the outside to Rudd. Now around the horn we go, over to Oth. Oth on the left wing. Top of the key now to Link. And 3-ball on the way by Rudd. Shot rims out, no good. And stolen on the rebound by Oth. Oth drives it up and in. And so now inbounded to Berger. Berger across the timeline for the Panthers. Minute 33 remaining. He'll drive inside, puts up a shot, no good. Fuentes tips it. Berger comes up with it. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on number 15. That's going to be on McDonough. And going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Kraleski. Thank you to the Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving Durand and Chippewa Falls. American Family Insurance that fits your needs. Free throw on the way off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Fuentes, puts up a shot, no good. Out of bounds off of the Panthers. Ryan Sports Shop, ice fishing is here. Visit Ryan Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. And also Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer. Highway 25 Durand. They also do small engine repair as well at Annabis Silo. Minute 20 remaining, and across the timeline come the Wolves. Beagle now will kick it out to Rudd. Rudd from the free throw line, up and in. 67-40 Panthers. And across the timeline is Alex Hagnes now, who is in. Hagnes now over to Pickler, top of the key. Pickler tries to get it inside, intercepted. Intercepted by Rudd. Rudd loses the ball but regains control. Gets it back out to Link. Link now over to Oth. Oth on the wing to Rudd. Rudd now over to McDonough. McDonough out to the right wing over to Beagle. Beagle back to Link. Link kicks it back over to Oth. Oth drives in from the right corner. Shot put up, whistle and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Again, our Bowerville Panther postgame show here coming up. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area and your location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Call the Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. And Elsivia Co-op, your Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, Elsivia Co-op. SFB, Security Financial Bank, or electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand, and Advent Health Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. First free throw was good. Second free throw on the way is rims out, no good. Rebounded by Fuentes. And back the other way now comes Kraleski. Kraleski over to Berger. Berger kicks it back out now to Landon Glaus, who's in. Back out to Berger. Cross-court pass, 22 seconds remaining. Panthers going to win this game now. Alex Hagnes in. He'll drive in. Gets cut off in the lane. He's in trouble, and he's got to kick it back out now to the top of the key over to Glaus. Glaus now over to Hagnes. Hagnes drives in. Stop, shot, no shot, travel. 67-41, Panthers going to win this game. And as Coming across the timeline now, and shot put up at the buzzer, rims out, no good. And our final score tonight, Panthers win it 67-41. Our Bauer Bill Panther postgame show coming up next, being brought to you by Bauer Bill Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bauer Built Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bauer Built Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School, where tonight Panthers win it by a score of 67-41. Let's run down scoring for tonight. Isaac Sabelko had 2. Parker Olmsted had 20. Billy Weisenbeck had 5. Connor Wittig had 6. Max Armstrong had 6 as well. Dane Bates had 14. Brett Brydung had 9. And Jackson Pickler had 2. With the win, the Panthers improved to 13-4 overall and 7-1 in the Dun St. Croix. For the Wolves tonight, Link had 10 on the night. Lucas Klaus had 14. And let's see, McDonough had 3. Logan Oth had 11. And Cale Rudd had 2. With the loss, the Wolves fall to 6-11 overall, 1-8 in the conference. Well, one of the big things is, the coach wanted to make sure Lucas Klaus didn't get on a big scoring run, and pretty much the defense did that tonight. He normally is averaging 26. He only had 14 on the night. So, again, a pretty good defensive stand here by the Panthers tonight. But give Wolves the credit, though. They had other players starting to step up, again, with Link and Oth both stepping up. Link and Oth, by the way, they are both sophomores. So that is something that the Wolves have to look forward to. Those two are pretty good shooters as well. For the Wolves, here comes Coach. We're going to get Coach on right now. As Coach will come on over. All right, so Coach Radetsky joins us. And Coach, well, I was just mentioning this for tonight. Lucas Klaus is averaging 26 a game. Defense held him to 14. That's exactly what you were wanting.
Yeah, it definitely was. You're trying to take one of the other team's premier players out of there. When you get a guy that works so hard like Parker Olmsted, it's kind of nice as a coach when you can really put him on anybody and he can defend them very well. He gets up in there, he's just a hawk on him, all over him the whole game, and it makes things very difficult. And then when you get some of our other guys that can chip in there and help out and relieve some of that, it's a good thing for us.
And also tonight, Parker leading the way with 20. Dane had 14. But even, Brett Bryden kind of getting in on the action.
Yeah, it's something I think a big part that second half of the Elk Mound game, where some other guys getting more looks and opportunities and kind of building some confidence, and we've kind of seen that in the last few games. Parker had a great stretch there, getting hot for us from downtown, and it leads to some other things. We were kind of a little stale in our offense against their 2-3 for a little while, but then we started figuring things out, and then they had to switch and get out of it and go man. So I thought our guys just kept chipping away at their zone and found our looks, and we got Parker. Like I said, Parker getting hot was big for us.
Yeah, some of those
they looked like he was taking those shots out from the parking lot. Holy cow.
Yeah, he puts a lot of time into it, and we know he's a great shooter. We do some shooting drills, and he's always the top. He's the one everybody's pushing to try to get to. Just a great shooter outside. It was nice, too, to get some of the other guys in a little bit and have some fun there and get them their first varsity experience for quite a few of them. So that was kind of a lot of fun, too.
But that's also very important, because if someone gets hurt or down the road, when you're having games back to back as we get closer, when we get the playoffs going, hey, we need everybody to step up here. So this is good. We need this experience.
Yeah, it's nice, and really those guys that finish out the game are the guys that are battling our varsity guys every day in practice. So it's kind of a good thing for them. You think about the people they're playing against every day, and then going out there and playing great. The JV's doing a great job, so a lot of those guys have been putting a lot of work into and just improving.
Great win tonight, Coach, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. Oh, Coach, one more thing. I almost forgot again. Darn it. Wanted to say congratulations on win number 200.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. Does it mean I've just been doing it for a long time? It's kind of.
It means you're old.
Right. I've gotten a few from some of my old coaches, and I kind of joked with them. It means I'm doing it a long time, and I'm getting old. And they go, "What does that make us?" Because they're older than I am. But it's a great accomplishment, and when you look at it and the longevity, I've done it all here in Durand, and I've just been real proud about the teams we've had along the way that have gotten me there. When you look at it as my overall 200, but it's all the guys and the great kids I've got the opportunity to coach, and the kids that put a lot of work into the game. I don't do this without great athletes that I have the privilege to coach. So it's really all those guys and all the great classes along the way that have tallied them up for me. I mean, it's all them really, but. It's just a real pleasure for me to get the opportunity to coach such great kids, and it's just a lot of fun.
You also, though, start at a very, very young age. I mean, some of these boys, you were out there with them during a youth basketball thing when they were in first grade. I mean, so you've been with some of these kids that long.
Yeah, it's something as soon as I took over that I wanted to establish something in our youth program, and I mean, I think you have to, as a head coach, if you want a good product at the varsity, you got to get involved in the youth program and build it from there. And we've had a lot of great youth coaches along the way. Parents that step up and take over their teams. But we've been fortunate to work with them and had good working relationships to get drills, get things that we want to see them doing and competing in practice, and it's just paid off. You put the work in, and it's just been a fun thing to be a part of, and I think we got a good thing going here in Durand.
Well, again, congratulations on that win 200, and thanks for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky, and coming up, we're going to take another break, and we'll run down, again, we'll see if we have some scores coming in on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, and we'll preview our next broadcast as well. That's coming up on the Bowerville Panther postgame show, being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN. Yeah.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School, where tonight the Panthers win it by a score of 67-41. Again, we don't have any scores here coming in yet on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. They'll start updating here shortly as Alma Pepin is at Osseo Fairchild tonight. Goodhue at Zumbrota. Boyceville is at Menominee at Fairchild tonight. In boys hoops, Menominee at Hudson. Boyceville girls hoops tonight. Just a few of the games that we're following on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard girls hoops on our website tonight. Just few of the games that we're following on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, and you can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard next on our website on the sports page of our website. Going to be on Monday. Monday,
our
February
next broadcast
10th. I'll be
on the road
going to be on
starting
Monday.
Tomorrow.
Monday, February 10th. I'll be on the road starting tomorrow at
our next
the Corn Soybean Expo.
Monday, February 10th.
So we'll be
the girls will be
at the Corn Soy Expo,
and
we'll
our next
broadcast will be on Monday, February 10th.
With
the girls will be
at
the Panther Preview
starting,
and we'll have that game for you here on WRDN with the Advent Health Panther Preview starting
once again our final score
7
tonight,
and
tip-off
the Panthers
win it
by a score
so that'll be
our
next broadcast. Once again, our final score tonight
as the Panthers win it.
And in the
JV game tonight,
Durand-Arkansaw won that 68-22. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw Boys High School
and
basketball.
in the JV game tonight,
WRDN,
Durand-Arkansaw won that 68-22.